A Whitefish Bay woman who lost her entire savings learns much of her lost money was taxable.
Jenna Sachs with why that hasn't always been how it works. It's the latest Contact 6 report.
Like $1,000.
These receipts and gift cards represent only a fraction of the money Caitlin Hensey lost to an elaborate scam.
So I purchased these with my credit card, so it's all credit card debt.
The fraudsters falsified government documents, badges, and bank deposit records to earn Caitlin's trust. They claimed to work for Wells Fargo and the FTC and told Caitlin her identity was stolen.
They led me through a variety of series of steps to supposedly secure my money. In that process, they were actually stealing my money.
Caitlin lost more than $200,000, much of it from her 401k.
I was nervous if I could pay my mortgage, if I could just, pay the normal bills I had to live.
9 months later, Caitlin is facing another financial blow in the form of 2 tax bills.
Yeah, you just got all of your money stolen, your life savings completely drained, and now we're going to hit you again.
Caitlin owes the IRS $15,000 and the state of Wisconsin $7,500. That's because much of the money she withdrew from her 401k and investment accounts and sent to the scammers was taxable.
That's where the tax consequences come in. The individual is making a withdrawal from their retirement account.
Tax attorney Robert Tuber says it used to be that scam victims could take a theft loss deduction on their federal tax return. That deduction went away with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017.
No matter how elaborate, there isn't a loss deduction right now that would work for them.
Wisconsin doesn't have a theft loss deduction either. Tuber says scam victims can challenge their tax balance with the IRS, but there are filing fees and no guarantees. In Wisconsin, victims can ask for a reduced tax liability
if the crime that they've been subject to actually has left them in some way destitute.
Caitlin has managed to hold on to her house, which means
they see me as, my total assets being too much.
That's despite living paycheck to paycheck.
I had just begun to get to the point where I didn't need to be extremely nervous every day.
Just as Caitlin starts to find her footing, she says the tax bills are a big step back.
I don't have enough money to pay even like a quarter of that right now.
Caitlin says her plan is to tackle as much of her taxes as she can, then pay any interest until she's able to pay in full. I'm Jenna Sachs, Contact 6.
And Contact 6 asked Senators Tammy Baldwin and Ron Johnson for comment on this story. Johnson did not respond. Baldwin sent this statement saying our tax code should be making sure big corporations and the wealthy are paying their fair share, not punishing Wisconsinites who already have been ripped off by a scam or theft. What is happening with Caitlin is wrong, and I am writing legislation to make sure that people who have been scammed or are victims of fraud are not also slapped with a tax bill.